प्रेम से बोलिए गणपति गणेश भगवान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, अयोध्यापति राजा रामचंद्र की जय. Namaskar, Jai Sitaram everyone. And on behalf of our beautiful ashram here, let me welcome you to our Sunday Samskar. As usual, every week we have. And in this Samskar that we do, it is our aim that we make ourselves spiritually stronger, more informed and revived Sanatanist Hindus so that we can face the world that we live in. We can recharge ourselves every single week to face the challenges that may come. We invite each and every one of you, those who are viewing us on our broadcast at a later date and a later time, join us in person, not only via the social media platforms, but in person as well, so that we can enjoy this bliss together. As we start this morning, let us clasp our hands and let us close our eyes. Gently, we concentrate upon that one supreme being from which all of us we have come, and the entire substratum of the world, that Lord Prabhu Ram, the one who revels in everything, the one who is within everything. Hey Prabhu, we don't know how to understand you. We try to understand you. We ask for your guidance, hey Prabhu. This is what we ask for. All we want is guidance in this world. So as we start this morning, we start in mantra. These mantras, all of us we know. Let us chant together. We chant that supreme sound from which all creation has come. वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा. Hey Prabhu, we put you first. We ask you to guide us, no one else. Om Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Buddhi Rupena Sansthita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. O Devi, Sarva Bhuteshu, you who are present in all atoms of this world. Buddhi Ruperna Sansthita, you reside even in intellect. Hey Prabhu, may you reside in our intellect as well. May our intellects also be blessed. Namastasyai Namo Namaha. In your mind, picture that form of the beloved mother of the world. Bow to her. Om Akhandamandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Chararcharam Tadpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Bring to your mind the form of the Guru. Oh, that teacher who removes all ignorance, akhand, thousands of ignorance and darkness that we may be in. Vyaptam yena charar charam, tad padam darshitam yena. When we have the darshan of the feet of this Guru, all this darkness is removed. O Gurudev, tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We bow to you. Picture the form of your mother and your father as well. Humility is the mark of a righteous and Hindu soul. We bow to them. Om Shri Matri Devo Bhava Pitri Devo Bhava. And as we approach the time of Shivratri, we contemplate upon that Supreme Mahadev, the greatest of the Devas, Shambhu, the one who is not difficult to please, Ashutosh as well, Shiva, that Lord who is all auspicious. Hey Prabhu, we give you thanks. We express gratitude within ourselves for all the blessings that we have. Let us chant together. Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukamiva bandhanam mrityormukshiyamamrita nagendraharaya trilochanaya Bhasmangaragaya Maheshwaraya Nityaya Shuddhaya Digambaraya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. As we gently open our eyes, for those of you here, we listen to the sound of the birds outside. We hear the tampura. Allow yourself to be in union with nature itself. We are part of nature. Allow ourselves to live consciously, interacting with every other life form that we have. Not harming them, but interacting with them. Jai Shiva Shankar, Jai Shiva Shankar, Jai Shankar Bhole. Sab devon mein dev niral, Jai Bam Bam Bole. Jai Shiva Shankar, Jai Shiva Shankar, Jai Shankar Bhole. Sab devon mein dev niral, Jai Bam Bam Bole. महादेव तूने ही तो सब देवों का संताप हरा सागर मंथन में निकला विष तूने अपने कंठ धरा Oh Lord, who is this Mahadev? As we come to Shivratri time, Mahadev तूने ही तू सब देवों का संताप हरा. You are the one who removes all problems of the devas. If you want Bhagwan to remove your problems, start to live like a devta. It says Sagar Manthan mein nikala vish. When they were churning the ocean and vish came out, or poison came out of the ocean, तूने अपने कंठ धरा. Oh Bhagwan, in your throat You took that negativity. इसीलिए हर प्राणी तुझको नीलकंठ बोले, सब देवों में देव निराल जय बम बम बोले. It says now, because of this, हर प्राणी तुझको, every single person in this world, every single atom knows this Lord as Neelakantha. He became blue-throated. Why? Because he took this poison. जय शिव शंकर जय शिव शंकर जय शंकर भोले, सब देवों में देव निराल जय बम बम बोले. तेरे नाम अनेकों बाबा, तेरे महिमा न्यारी, तेरे भेद अनोखे सबसे क्या जाने संसारी. आ, आ, तेरे नाम अनेकों बाबा, तेरे महिमा न्यारी, तेरे भेद अनोखे सबसे क्या जाने संसारी. तू ही है कैलाशपति, तू पर्वत पर डोले, सब देवों में देव निराल जय बम बम बोले. Together join. जय शिव शंकर जय शंकर भोले, सब देवों में देव निराल जय बम बम बोले. शीश तुम्हारे गंगा मैया चंद्र शिखर पे सोहे, तन पे सर्प विचरते रहते भक्तों के मन मोहे. आ, आ, says, how do we picture this Lord Shiv Bhagwan? शीश तुम्हारी गंगा मैया, in his hair he has Ganga Devi. चंद्र शिखर पे सोहे, in his head he has the moon as well. तन पे सर्प विचरते रहते, on his body the snakes they reside. भक्तों के मन मोहे, and the beauty of it all, in his mind he thinks of his bhaktas only. Become a bhakta of the Lord. उसको कैसा कष्ट जगत में नाम तेरा जोले, सब देवों में देव निराल जय बम बम भोले. जय शिव शंकर जय शंकर भोले, सब देवों में देव निराल जय बम बम बोले. Together. जय शिव शंकर जय शंकर भोले, सब देवों में देव निराल जय बम बम बोले. जय बम बम बोले, जय बम बम बोले, जय बम बम बोले. उमापति महादेव की जय, कैलाशपति शंकर भगवान की जय.
ओम नमः शिवाय, 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 ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय,
ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah 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 Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Bolo Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Bolo Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Bolo Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Bolo Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Bolo 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 Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Bolo 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 Om Namah Shivaya. As we sit, as we enjoy the bhajans as well, as we allow these bhajans to set our mood for the week. Hey Prabhu, that Lord who is the embodiment of all strength, Hanuman Swami, we focus upon him. Yesterday, we had a beautiful session of Hanuman Chalisa chanting. For those of you who could not be there, Hopefully you can join us at some time soon. Very energizing sessions as well. Just as how each and every one of us, our phones, we have batteries, so too our body, we run on some sort of substratum, we run on some sort of essence. What is that essence? Hey Prabhu, let your essence of life be the divine, Lord. Don't allow yourself to depend on worldly things only, but allow the name of the Lord to carry you. Allow yourself to be driven by that name. And in such doing, no one can take away your happiness. Many of us, we have certain addictions. We have certain issues that we want to deal with. Hey Prabhu, with your name, all ills can be removed. This bhajan, Hey Dukh Bhanjan, oh the one who removes all sadness. Picture that form of Hanuman Swami, ready to bless us, ready to destroy all problems that we have. Let us reach out to the Lord. राम जय जय राम सीता राम जय जय राम राम सीता राम जय जय राम सीता राम राम जय जय राम सीता राम जय जय राम राम सीता राम जय जय राम सीता राम राम जय जय राम सीता राम जय जय राम राम सीता राम जय जय राम जय जय राम हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन सुन लो मेरी पुकार सुन लो मेरी पुकार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार. Oh Lord, as we sit, as we think of that Lord, Pavana Sutta, that Lord, the son of the wind, Sunalo, Meri Pukar, listen to our prayer. Call out to Hanuman Swami. Speak to him. Cry out to him, whatever your issue, your problem is. Now is the time. He is listening to you. अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता दुखियों के तुम भाग्य विधाता अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता दुखियों के तुम भाग्य विधाता सिया राम के काज सवारे सिया राम के काज सवारे मेरा कर उद्धार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन सुन लो मेरी पुकार सुन लो मेरी पुकार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार. So this Lord now, अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता दुखियों के तुम भाग्य विदाता. As we call out to Hanuman Swami, he is the one who can give us Ashta Siddhi, 8 siddhis or 8 blessings in this life. And sometimes we want one alone. Bhagwan is able to give you 8. Navanidhi, 9 nidhis. Dukhyo ke tumh bhagya vidata. For those of you who may be sad, for those of you who may be discouraged, for those of you who may be despondent, Vishad, just like Arjuna was in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagya vidhata. He is able to give you all bhagya, or all auspiciousness, all blessings. Siya Ram ke kaj savari. But you know, Hanuman Swami, he did something in his life. And if you want to be bhagya vidhata, or if you want to be bhagya or blessed, we must follow Siya Ram ke kaj savari. Always doing the work of the Lord. Everything that you do, offer it to the Lord. Every single thing. Mera kar uddhar. Uplift me. O Hanuman Swami, I am sad, I am despondent. I do not know how to live, operate. But we leave it up to the Lord now. Pavarna Sutta, we give that vinati. Aparampar hai shakti tumhari, tum par reche avadh vihari. Aparampar hai shakti tumhari, तुम पर रीझे अवध बिहारी. भक्ति भाव से ध्यावो तो है, भक्ति भाव से ध्यावो तो है. कर दुखों से पार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार. पवन सुत विनती बारंबार. बोल together. हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन, हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन. सुन लो मेरी पुकार, सुन लो मेरी पुकार. पवन सुत विनती बारंबार, पवन सुत विनती बारंबार. This next verse now, what does it say? And if we only sing the bhajans but we don't understand the meaning, 95% of the bhajan is lost. So this next verse, Aparampar hai shakti tumhari. The strength of this Lord Hanuman is known by all. It is, everyone knows this strength. Another bhajan tells of this strength. Chir ki chati bole apne Pavanaputra Hanuman. This Lord has the strength to open his chest and show that Sri Ram is there. What do you have inside of your heart now? What do we have inside of our hearts? And you know, our bhajan says, Tora man darpan kehlai, that your mind is a mirror of whatever you see. Whatever is inside of you, whatever you are seeing in this world, it is a mirror of what is inside of us. So Aparampara, his Shakti Tumhari, the Lord Hanuman, his strength is known by all. Tumapara Rije Avadh Bihari. He is always at the beckon of that Avadh Bihari or that Sri Ram. Bhakti Bhava se dhyavo to hai. He is always in meditation, bhakti and bhav. Everything he does. At one of the Hanuman Chalisa chantings, Guruji said, and he told, before Hanuman took that leap, he said the name of Ram. Before we get off our beds, what do? How do we approach life? How do we live life? How do we exist? Do we exist just mechanically or do we exist consciously? And you know, interestingly enough, those in attendance here, they are over the age of 40 and 45. But the ones who have so much more life to live, they don't have any interest in what fuels them. The one under the age of 30. We don't think, how do we live in this life? And this is a problem that we have in our society. And if you look at the headlines, look at the news, look at the current events, what is happening? Those who have much more energy and life, what drives us? What drives them? So for those of you who are here, we are very happy that you are here. And even though you may be over the age of 45, you have much more life in you. Because you have that name of Ram carrying you onward. Kar dukhon se par. Those who ever are dukh or sad, He will take you, He will shelter you, He will help you. Call out to this Lord now. He is waiting to bless you, devotees. जपो निरंतर नाम तिहारा, अब नहीं छोड़ू तेरा द्वारा. जपो निरंतर नाम तिहारा, अब नहीं छोड़ू तेरा द्वारा. राम भक्त मोहे शरण में लीजे, राम भक्त मोहे शरण में लीजे. भव सागर से तार पवन सुत विनती बारंबार, पवन सुत विनती बारंबार. हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन, हे दुख भंजन मारुति नंदन. सुन लो मेरी पुकार, सुन लो मेरी पुकार. पवन सुत विनती बारंबार, पवन सुत विनती बारंबार. जपो निरंतर नाम तिहारा, अब नहीं छोड़ू तेरा द्वारा. The advice is giving us. Hariom Sharanji, who he composed this, right? Yeah. He gave this bhajan. He said, Japu Nirantar. Nirantar means without end. Japu Nirantar. Always chant Nama Tihara. Whatever name you want to chant. Once it is the name of the Lord, you chant that name. Ab nahi chodu tera dwara. And he is saying that we will never leave the door of the Lord. We will never give up that faith of the Lord. And our folk of yesteryear, they held on to that. But our folk of now, what do? We have no faith. We have no dhiraj. We have no titiksha. We have no sort of steadfastness. When things get tough, we want to leave. We want to change our religions. We want to do all sorts of things. But do you feel you'll have no problems in this world? Just because you pray, you feel you'll have no problems? Because we pray, we are able to deal with the problems better. Because we have the grace of the Lord, we know that this Lord will take us across every problem that we may have. Ram Bhakt Mohe Sharan Me Lije. And we are saying, Oh Hanuman Swami, we are a Bhakt of Hanuman. We are that same Lord Bhakta. Give me shelter. That Lord Hanuman is able to bless every single devotee of the Lord Sri Ram. Oh Lord, bless us. Bhav Sagar se tar. Take us across this Bhav Sagar. Take us across this ocean of life and death that we may have. Whatever problems you may have, whether it be an exam, whether it be poverty your problem is, whatever your problem may be, have faith. Know that this is just a rough patch in your life, and Bhagwan is always there in every single thing. Call out to the Lord. Pavan Sut Vinati Barambar, Pavan Sut Vinati Barambar. Ram Ram Bhaj Ram Ram Bhaj Ram Jai Jai Ram. Ram Ram Siya Ram Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. Ram Ram Siya Ram Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. Ram Ram Siya Ram Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. Ram Ram Siya Ram Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. Ram Ram Siya Ram Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. Ram Ram Siya Ram Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. Ram Ram Siya Ram Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram. Pavan Sut Hanuman Swami ki Jai.
Bhagwan Shri Krishna, the Purna Avatar, the most complete of all incarnations of Bhagwan Shri Vishnu. Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ram Narayanam Janaki Vallabham. Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram. Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ram Narayanam Janaki Vallabham.
Ram Narayanam Janaki Vallabham.
Ram Narayanam Janaki Vallabham.
Ram Narayanam Janaki Vallabham.
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं.
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं.
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं.
So who says in this life that God will not come to you? कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं.
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं.
कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं.
तेरी मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं.
Did you call the Lord like Meera called the Lord? Or do we have that faith like Meera Bhai?
तेरी मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं.
तेरे मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं.
अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम.
अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम.
राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम.
राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम.
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं.
Who says the Lord will not eat your prasad every time you offer it on the Vedi? Who says this Lord will not eat from us? कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं.
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं.
कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं.
तेरी शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं.
तेरी शबरी की जैसे खिलाते नहीं.
Just like Shabari Maiya feeding Bhagwan Shri Ramchandra ji. तेरी शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं.
तेरी शबरी की जैसे खिलाते नहीं.
अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम.
अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम.
राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम.
राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम.
कौन कहते हैं कृष्णा सोते नहीं.
कौन कहते हैं कृष्णा है सोते नहीं.
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं.
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं.
Who says Bhagwan Krishna does not take a sleep? Just like Yashoda Maya taking a little infant, placing her in her arms and rocking away baby Krishna to sleep. कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं.
कौन कहते हैं भगवान सोते नहीं.
कौन कहते हैं कृष्ण तो सोते नहीं.
कौन कहते हैं कृष्णा तो सोते नहीं.
माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं,
माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं,
माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं,
माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं।
अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम,
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम्,
अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम,
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम्।
राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम,
राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
कौन कहते हैं, कौन कहते हैं बंसी, कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं बंसी बजाते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं बंसी बजाते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं बंसी बजाते नहीं।
Who says Bhagwan Krishna does not play the bansuri, the instrument of life taken in the hands of Bhagwan Shri Krishna, and the melody of life is played through the instrument called the bansuri. This body is like a bansuri, an instrument. Bhagwan Shri Krishna blows the breath of melody into this beautiful instrument called the human body. कौन कहते हैं बंसी बजाते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं बंसी बजाते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं बंसी बजाते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं बंसी बजाते नहीं।
तेरी राधा के जैसे लुभाते नहीं,
तेरी राधा की जैसे लुभाते नहीं,
तेरी राधा के जैसी लुभाते नहीं,
तेरी राधा की जैसे लुभाते नहीं।
अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम,
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम्,
राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम,
राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
Who says Bhagwan Krishna does not dance? Every action, every gesture is a mudra. Every action is a dance movement with the rhythm of life. कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं,
कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं।
गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं,
गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं,
गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं,
गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं।
अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम,
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम्,
अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम,
अच्युतं केशवं कृष्ण दामोदरम्,
राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम,
राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्,
राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम,
राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभम्।
बोलिए श्री कृष्ण भगवान की जय। From the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verses 62 and 63, Bhagwan highlights the whole ladder of self-destruction of man. Every moment, mankind is contemplating upon different ideas, contemplating and reflecting upon different aspects of life. And the more he contemplates, the more he desires. The reason why, when we direct our energy, our attention to some particular object, gradually we develop a sense of value and worth for that object. No sooner a desire in our heart takes birth to possess that object, wanting that object to become a reality in our lives. We want to possess it, we want to own it. And if I do not own it or possess it, or if any obstacle comes in its pathway for reaching me, I become very angry. And this is where Bhagavan Krishna highlights the ladder of self-destruction in the Gita. In Bhaja Govindam, Adi Shankaracharya highlights the ladder of upliftment. And we're going to see both this morning. So Bhagavan Krishna says in verse 62 of chapter 2 of the Gita, Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha Sangasteshu Pajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kamaha Kamat Krodho Bhijayate. Dhyayataha, contemplation or reflection, or pondering upon Vishayaha, the objects of life. Sanghateshu upajayate, a sense of attachment, a desire comes to the heart, to the mind of human beings. There is nothing wrong in contemplating upon objects or beings in life, but the whole idea is that gradually, when we give something excessive worth, a value to it, and if anything that comes as an obstacle in my pathway, that desire transforms itself into anger later on. So dhyayataha pumsaha, mankind pumsaha dhyayataha, contemplating and reflecting and pondering upon what? Vishayan, the objects in life. I see a beautiful scenario, a beautiful painting of sunrise or sunset, a beautiful farm in which the farmer attends to his animals. And that beautiful scenery, that serene, peaceful atmosphere, why cannot I not enjoy such? So mankind keeps on reflecting on so many things in life. But the objects in life have no problem. The objects have no power to attract or shun. It is you and I giving the object a worth, a value, a purpose. Gradually, we allow the object to take hold of our inner personality. And by allowing the object to take that upper hand in occupying the mind of the individual, gradually the individual is rendered a little weaker because the mind is so focused on the object. Mankind desires sangaha, a sense of attachment. Upajayati, that sense of desire comes to the mind, comes to the heart of the individual. Sangat sanjayate kamaha. So from that sense of attachment, jayate, there comes, there's a birth of what? Kamaha, desire. So a desire takes birth in our mind, in our heart. Not just only to observe it and reflect and ponder upon it, but to bring it to a sense of closeness to me. I want to possess it. I want to earn it, to own it. For example, there are so many vehicles. A vehicle, the purpose of it is to take you from point A to point B. It doesn't make a difference which vehicle it is. It will take you from point A to point B. The difference is that you and I prefer a different type of vehicle. The more high-end vehicle, the more expensive vehicle, which we seem to think that it will give us a better journey. The rough roads will be the same. The smooth roads will be the same. The destination is the same. Never allow a particular type of vehicle to give you your status. Hence, any vehicle will take you to your destination. Any watch will tell you the same time. But individuals have a preference to a particular brand and the cost of it. And this is where mankind today, his greed never seems to end. The more desires arise in the heart and the mind of the inner personality, the more the greed enters man's bosom. Sangat sanjayate kamaha. A desire is born because of the attachment or the worth or the value I've given to the object. Kamat krodho bhijayate. If by chance an obstacle comes in the pathway between me and a desired object, that desire transforms itself into anger. Just one scenario, an obstacle comes between you and the object of desire. It's like a young individual in the home, and that young individual falls in love with someone. But it so happens the parents of the individual tells the child that that person is not a good person. Don't waste your time in falling in love with that individual. Even though I love my parents, the mere fact they can tell me that that other person is not worthy enough of my love, as though it's an obstacle in my pathway to achieve, to gain the love of the other individual. Gradually, the love I have for my parents, it gradually becomes a sense of hatred or resentment towards my parents. And when that hatred takes birth in our bosom, what happens? Gradually, the equilibrium in the human personality is off balance. All because of that one temperament called krodha, anger. It is not that the parents caused that, It is that I have perceived my parents as an obstacle in me achieving my beloved, being with my beloved, marrying my beloved. My parents do not hate me. They love me. Because of their experiences, they can highlight to the younger generation what is better or what is best for us. We are younger. We are not so mature like our parents. We have no experience of this aspect of life. But yet, I perceive it as an obstacle in I achieving my beloved at my side. So that sense of anger becomes prevalent, all because from one thought, the idea of contemplating upon objects, an attachment for it, a worth is given, a value is given, and what happens? An attachment, a desire. That desire is obstructed. And the next verse, Krodhat bhavati sammohaha, sammohat smritiribhramaha, smritiribhramshat buddhinashaha, buddhinashat pranashyati. So, when anger becomes prevalent in the bosom of the man, in mankind, what happens? Krodhat bhavati sammohaha. A sense of delusion, not just moha, but sammoha, total delusion. Because when an individual is overpowered by the characteristic of anger, one cannot see clearly, one cannot think clearly or rationally or logically. All because he cannot analyze this scenario in a proper frame. All because of the influence of anger within his bosom. So we have seen the ladder of self-destruction from the mere just contemplation upon the object. What happens now? I am completely deluded. I am completely confused. Why? Because I have allowed the desire to transform itself into anger. Krodhat bhavati sammoha. I am completely deluded. Under the influence of anger, we cannot see clearly, we cannot think rationally. Even though the individual is an intellectual individual, he is academically inclined, but because of the coloring, the temperament of the whole attitude of anger, krodha, our intelligence is gradually veiled, as it were. It's not available to be expressed at this point in time, all because of the temperament of anger overpowering the mind at this point in time. And what happens? Sammohat smriti brahmaha. And from delusion, smriti, memory, vibhramaha, one loses one's memory. An individual is hired by a company because of his intelligence, because of his qualification, his certification. And based upon the qualification and his memory, his knowledge in that field, he's hired. But if he has no memory of the field of work he's hired for, of what use will you be to a company? Are you a liability or are you an asset? Based upon the knowledge you possess in the field, you are hired. But if you have no memory of the field of work, which individual, which company will hire you? No one will hire you because of loss of memory. Gradually, smriti bhramshad, and by the loss of memory, buddhi nasha, the intelligence is lost. Completely lost. All intelligence is completely gone. Why? Because I have no memory of this field of work. Buddhinashat pranashyati. By the destruction, by the loss of intelligence, man is completely destroyed. Buddhinashat pranashyati. Man is completely gone. Why? All because of one contemplation upon the object, a desire to possess the object, an obstacle comes between you and the object, anger comes to the forefront. Because of anger, or from anger, out of anger, what happens? The individual becomes completely deluded. And when he's deluded, he cannot see things clearly. He cannot understand things in the right perspective. Hence, gradually, the self-destruction of man, loss of memory, complete destruction of the intelligence. And when you lose your intelligence, you are completely destroyed. Not because others try to destroy you. I have allowed myself to be influenced by the thought, by the attachment, by the desire, by the obstacle, by the delusion, by the loss of memory, by my loss of intelligence. I am completely destroyed. The ladder of self-destruction in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Adi Shankaracharya in Bhaja Govindam says, Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam, Bhaj Mudhamate.
Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam, Bhaj Mudhamate.
Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam, bhaj moodhamate.
Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam Bhaj Moodhamade.
Satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam.
Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam Bhaj Moodhamade.
Satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, nischalatatve jivan mukti. Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam Bhaj Moodhamate. Bhaj Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, Govindam Bhaj Moodhamate. Govindam Bhaj Moodhamate. Govindam Bhaj Moodhamate. Adi Shankaracharya in Bhaj Govindam, a beautiful text on the whole concept of worshipping Govinda, Bhagavan Shri Krishna. He says, Bhaj Govindam, worship Govinda. And why does he say it? Because today mankind is worshipping the wealth of the world rather than the one who possesses the wealth of the world. We run after the wealth of the world at the cost of our health. And our health is our wealth. At the present moment, I have all the health. I throw away my health, which is my wealth, for the wealth of the world. In the process of aggrandizing the wealth of the world, I lose my health, which is my wealth. In old age, I have aggrandized as much wealth as possible. Maya jori lakh karori, ajahu na tript bhayo re tune, kabahu na Krishna kahyo. Maya jori, I am so caught up in Maya, in this worldly affairs. Lakh karori, millions and billions I have earned. Ajahuna tripta bhayo. Having achieved and aggrandized all that, I am still not contented. All because the greed keeps on increasing. So Adi Shankaracharya says, Satsangatve. Through satsang, nissangatvam, one becomes detached in the world. Through satsang, one sees the reality of every aspect of life, knowing that this world is only a stage. Anything you are attached to or anyone that you are attached to, attachment is the downfall of mankind. The object has no problem. The individual is not the issue. It is my unhealthy relationship with the objects and the beings of the world. How I see things. I think that every scenario will give me happiness. No object can give you happiness nor sorrows. It has no power to give you any happiness or sorrows. It may give you some comfort. It may give you some luxury. We always equate luxury and comfort to happiness, and that's a wrong approach. Luxury and comforts are no doubt enjoyable, but it can't give me happiness. I am in search of happiness in the objects and the beings in the world outside. No object and no being is a source of pain or pleasure to me. Hence, through satsang, one sees the reality of life, the purpose of satsang, the benefits of satsang. Why should I attend satsang? Why should I be in satsang? And this is where, in our tradition, the word samaksha means in person. When we have to go to a satsang, we should be in person in the satsang, not through social media all the time. Social media plays a role, but in person, the energy, the vibration, the synergy created in that present atmosphere, when we are all present together, it creates a different type of synergy. And this is what we need to do to recharge a spiritual battery in our inner personality. For the entire week, We take some time off as we express our gratitude or appreciation to the divine. All because without the divine, Prabhu ke bina, मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकता हूं. Without Bhagwan, I cannot do anything in life. Hence, हर हफ्ते, every week, हर रोज, प्रतिदिनम, every single day, प्रत्येक क्षण, let every moment be a moment of expression of gratitude. Let every moment be an expression of our appreciation and thanks to the divine for everything I've accomplished from my infancy till the present moment. I express my gratitude to the divine for everything I've accomplished in life. Nothing I have accomplished on my own. It is because of Bhagwan. Everything is possible. So satsang teaches me how to appreciate others in life, how to express my gratitude to everyone for their presence in my life. The presence of someone in my life has added a beauty to my life. The presence of others have given me and my life a better opportunity. It gives me a sense of worthy of being alive. All because others love you, they care for you, and they're concerned about you. Their appreciation gives you a hope and a reason to live longer. We have expectations, and sometimes the expectations are not fulfilled. We should not be dejected. Life is about sukha and dukha, joys and sorrows. Sukh और दुख दोनों एक ही साथ चलते हैं. Joys and sorrows accompany each other at every moment of our journey in life. Jaya, Ajaya, victory and defeat. Labha and Alabha, profit and loss. These pairs of opposites accompany us at every moment of our existence. Sometimes we expect a tremendous amount of profit in this month's business venture. Some months are not so profitable. What you make in this month as a profit can cover you for 6 months when you don't make so much of profit. Not every venture will be profitable. We have to learn to appreciate the losses and the profits. We have to learn to accept the victory and defeat. In any game, one team has to win, the other has to lose. Many of us are upset, angry, emotional when someone's team loses. Others are elated when their team wins. The pairs of opposites will confront us at every moment. Do not be affected by the outcome of every scenario, because through satsang, it teaches me how to accept the pairs of opposites in life. Satsangatve nissangatvam. Through satsang, it teaches me how to become detached. Nissangatve nirmohatvam. The more detached I am, the more I am freed from delusion. Nirmohatve nischalatattvam. When I am freed from delusion, I gain a glimpse of the higher reality. Nischalatattve jivan muktihi. As I gain a glimpse of the inner reality, I now become a jivan mukta, a liberated individual while alive. The ladder of self-upliftment through Bhaja Govindam by Adi Shankaracharya and the ladder of self-destruction by Bhagwan Shri Krishna in the Gita. These two pathways are presented to us. You choose, O mankind, which would you prefer? The ladder of self-destruction or the ladder of self-upliftment? Everything rests in your hands. Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murare He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murare He Nath Narayan Vasudeva.
Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murare हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव।
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव।
माता तू ही है, पिता तू ही रे।
माता तू ही है, पिता तू ही रे।
O Shri Krishna, you are the mother of the entire universe. You are the father of the entire universe. To us as children, our respect, our appreciation, our adoration and prostrations to your feet. माता तू ही है, पिता तू ही रे।
माता तू ही है, पिता तू ही रे।
बंधु तू ही है, सखा तू ही रे।
बंधु तू ही है, सखा तू ही रे।
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव।
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा।
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव।
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव।
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव।
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा।
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव।
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 हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा।
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव।
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा।
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव।
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा।
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे।
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 हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव।
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा।
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव।
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा।
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव।
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा।
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव।
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा।
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव।
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव।
बोले श्री कृष्ण भगवान की जय। प्रिय सज्जनों, beloved friends, the choice is given to us. Life is based upon choices. To uplift ourselves or to destroy ourselves. The choice is in your hands.
गोविंद भगवान की जय। Let us join together beautiful kirtana. Use your lips, use your hands. Let us chant the name of the Lord. Jai Hari Bol, Jai Sitaram, Gopi Gopal Bhajo Radhesha. Jai Hari Bol, Jai Sitaram, Gopi Gopal Bhajo Radhesha. Hare Ram 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 Ghan Sham Sham Sham. Hare Ram 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 Ghan Sham Sham Sham. Jai Hari Bol, Jai Sitaram, Gopi Gopal Bhajo Radhesha. Jai Hari Bol, Jai Sitaram, Gopi Gopal Bhajo Radhesha. Hare Ram 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 Ghan Sham Sham Sham. Hare Ram 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 Ghan Sham Sham Sham. Shri Raghunandan Shri Rama, Dasharathe Jai Raghurama. Shri Raghunandan Shri Rama, Dasharathe Jai Raghurama. Nand Kishora Navanit Chora, Vrindavan Govind Lala. Nand Kishora Navanit Chora, Vrindavan Govind Lala. Hare Ram 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 Ghan Sham Sham Sham. 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 Jai Hari Bol, Jai Sitaram, Gopi Gopal Bhajo Radhesha. Jai Hari Bol, Jai Sitaram, Gopi Gopal Bhajo Radhesha. Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Ghan Sham Sham Sham. Shri Raghunandan Shri Rama, Dasharathe Jai Raghurama. Shri Raghunandan Shri Rama, Dasharathe Jai Raghurama. Nanda Kishora Navanit Chora, Vrindavan Govind Lala. Nanda Kishora Navanit Chora, Vrindavan Govind Lala. Hare Ram 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 Ghan Sham Sham Sham. Hare Ram 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 Ghan Sham Sham Sham. Jai Hari Bol, Jai Sitaram, Gopi Gopal Bhajo Radhesha. Jai Hari Bol, Jai Sitaram, Gopi Gopal Bhajo Radhesha. Gopi Gopal Bhajo Radhesha. Gopi Gopal Bhajo Radhesha. Shri Govind Bhagavan ki Jai. So dear devotees, of course it is our responsibility at the ashram here to remind you all of all upcoming events, etc. And today, and of course at this period, we are observing full moon, right? Purnima, full moon. So as we go home today, at evening time now, as Sandhya will come, we encourage each and every one of you to perform your little Bhagwan Vishnu Puja, however you can do at home. Maybe just be offer some water, a little flower, chandan, essence, arti. Something to observe the Purnima, the full moon period. And of course, Guruji would have expounded greatly on the benefit and the choices that we have to elevate ourselves or to degrade ourselves into anger or into betterment. And we all know at full moon, who does act up? Humans, right? So let us control the mind. That is why full moon is so important, to control the mind that we have. And this beautiful bhajan we will do next. A lovely, lovely bhajan from the movie Mahapuja, the year 1954. He is Satyanarayana Swami, a traditional bhajan all of us we know and love. Let us join together. Hey Prabhu, The effects of the moon on our minds sometimes is negative, but you, O Satya Narayana, we uphold truth in everything we do. Help us. He Satya Narayana Swami, hamare dukh haro, beda par karo, beda par karo. तुम हो देव दया के सागर, अब उद्धार करो, बेड़ा पार करो, बेड़ा पार करो। अजर अमर अविचल अविनाशी, घट घट के वासी, प्रभु तुम घट घट के वासी। जन्म जन्म से तुम्हारे दर्श की अखिया है प्यासी, प्रभु जी अखिया है प्यासी। हे प्रभु, अजर अमर अविचल अविनाशी, these are all words to describe that Lord. Without birth, Amar, immortal. Avinashi, he is that strong one. He is unable to be destroyed. He resides in everything. Ghat ghat ke vasi. Then janam janam se tumhare darash ki akhya hai pyasi. Our minds should want and our eyes, we should long to see that Lord in every single life that we have. Satya sanatan param brahma hari, हम पर कृपा करो, बेड़ा पार करो, बेड़ा पार करो। हे सत्य नारायण स्वामी, हमरे दुख हरो, बेड़ा पार करो, बेड़ा पार करो। Think of that Lord. Picture that Lord Bhagavan Vishnu. He is in front of you. Hold on to his feet. Surrender to the Lord. सदानंद ब्राह्मण के प्रभु जी, तुम्हने कष्ट हरे, प्रभु जी तुम्हने कष्ट हरे। कारज लकरी हारा बैल के तुम्हें कार्य सिद्ध करे, प्रभु जी कार्य सिद्ध करे। The poet, he is telling to us the Satyanarayana Vrat Katha. He is giving the examples of those who received the grace of Satyanarayana Swami. Sadananda Brahman, the Lakrihar, all of them is given in the Satyanarayana Katha. You could be next. Receive that grace of Prabhu. है तूफानों में जीवन नैया, तरपत ध्यान धरो, बेड़ा पार करो, बेड़ा पार करो। He says, है तूफानों में जीवन नैया. In my life there are so much storms, tufan, in all our lives, in our country even. Look at the problems we are going through. But you are Jeevan Naiya. You are the one who will take us across safely. Hey Prabhu, we surrender ourselves to you. We surrender our country to you, hey Prabhu, our village, our family. As citizens, it is our responsibility to look over our country. Hey Prabhu, bless our leaders. Tarafata dhyan dharu. In this problem, we meditate upon you. Chant together. हे सत्य नारायण स्वामी, हमरे दुख हरो, बेड़ा पार करो, बेड़ा पार करो। साधु वैश्य के बंधन काटे, सुख संपत्ति दीनी, प्रभु जी सुख संपत्ति दीनी। उल्का मुख राजा पर तुमने बड़ी कृपा कीनी, प्रभु जी बड़े कृपा कीन्ही। बुरे भले हम तुम्हारे स्वामी, ओ लॉर्ड, बुरे भले हम तुम्हारे स्वामी। ओ माय लॉर्ड, वी आर डाउन, वी आर डिस्पॉन्डेंट, बट यू आर आवर लॉर्ड। विनती अति ध्यान धरो। We give you all our vinity and prayer. We meditate upon you. We contemplate upon you. Come to our rescue. बुरे भले हम तुम्हारे स्वामी, विनती ध्यान धरो। बेड़ा पार करो, बेड़ा पार करो। हे सत्य नारायण स्वामी, हमरे दुख हरो। बेड़ा पार करो, बेड़ा पार करो। Now think of that Lord. Let's chant together. Praise His name. जय नारायण हरि नारायण, नारायण जय जय नारायण। 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 नारायण जय जय नारायण, नारायण जय जय नारायण। श्री सत्यनारायण स्वामी की जय। As we sit in the silence, let us close our eyes. Let us focus our mind upon that Lord. We chant Dwadash Akshar mantra, 12 syllable mantra to Bhagwan Vishnu. Let us all chant together. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
बोलिए श्री सत्यनारायण स्वामी की
Jai.
So as we have come to the end of our Sunday Samskar this morning, we would like to thank all of you for attending this morning, and now we will go into our Aarti. So we encourage each and every one of you to join with us in Aarti. You can make a nice, neat line, and you can take the Aarti from by the Ganesh Bhagwan, perform Aarti for Ganesh Ji, for Guru Ji, and you can give it to the next person. So all of us, we can join in Aarti. Yes, be careful of the fan. Thank you, uncle. Yeah, take off the fan. Yes. The Mari speaker box. Yeah. Remember, Aarti is a prayer for guidance as we go into this week. Guide us, He Prabhu. Om Sahajyam Chavarisi Samyuktam Vakhnina Yojitam Maya Deepam Grahana Devesha Trailokyatimirarpaham. Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. भक्त जनों के संकट
दास
संत
जनों के संकट
क्षण में दूर करे.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
जो ध्यावे फल पावे दुख बिन से मन का. स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का. सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे. कष्ट मिटे तन का.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
मात पिता तुम मेरे शरण गहो मैं किसकी.
स्वामी शरण कहूँ मैं किसकी.
तुम बिन और न दूजा.
प्रभु बिन और न दूजा.
आश करूं मैं जिसकी.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी.
स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी.
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर.
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर.
तुम सबके स्वामी.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
तुम पूर्ण तुम करुणा के सागर. तुम पालन करता.
स्वामी तुम पालन करता.
दीन दयालु कृपालु.
दीन दयालु कृपालु.
कृपा करो भरदा.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
दीन बंधु दुख हरता. तुम रक्षक मेरे.
स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे.
करुणा हस्त बढ़ावो.
करुणा हस्त बढ़ावो.
शरण पड़ा तेरे.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
विषय विकार मिटावो. पाप हरो देवा.
स्वामी पाप हरो देवा.
श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ावो.
श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ावो.
संतन की सेवा.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे.
भक्त जनों के संकट.
दास जनों के संकट
क्षण में दूर करे.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
As we have come to the end of our devotional service this morning, hey Prabhu, we thank you for the opportunity to be here. We thank you for the blessing to be here. If we had made any mistakes, Prabhu, please forgive us. And may this, our prayer, benefit not only ourselves, but our families, our communities, our country, the entire world at large. Hey Prabhu, bless us. Asato ma sadgamaya.
From darkness, untruth leads us to the path of truth.
Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya.
From the darkness of ignorance, lead us to the light of wisdom.
Mrityorma amritam gamaya.
From death, lead us to immortality.
Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha.
May all be happy.
Sarve santu niramaya.
May all be free from diseases.
सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु
May I always come to see that which is auspicious.
मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्
May there be no hatred amongst us all.
मन्त्रहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दन यत् पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तदस्तु मे ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. In one voice, let us pray together. Tvameva Mata.
If there has to be a divine entity, first it's the mother.
Cha Pita Tvameva.
You are our father.
Tvameva Bandho.
You are our relative.
Cha Sakha Tvameva.
You are our friend.
Tvameva Vidya.
You are our knowledge.
Dravinam Tvameva.
You are our wealth.
Tvameva Sarvam.
All in all.
Mama Deva Deva.
You are my Deva.
Tvameva Sarvam.
You are indeed all in all.
Mama Deva Deva.
My Deva, my divine being.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. प्रेम से बोले गणपति गणेश भगवान की
जय।
उमापति महादेव की
जय।
अयोध्यापति राजा रामचंद्र की
जय।
पवन सुत हनुमान स्वामी की
जय।
श्री गुरुदेव महाराज की
Jai.
Loudly for our dharma we join. श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की
जय।
जय. You may be seated. अपने आसन पर लीजिए. So, thank you each and every one of you for coming. We encourage you to please tell your neighbors that we would have started back. We have heard that many people, they are not aware that we started back our usual Sunday morning Sanskar. Why have we named it Sunday Sanskar? Because it is now a spiritual practice. It is a habit for us to make our country, our community, our villages more spiritually stronger and informed Hindus, Hindu identity, so that we can know what we stand for as Sanatanists and we can learn more about our religion. So please bring your children especially, bring your families, bring your friends. Let us join together to become a family of Hindus. On to our announcements. Hanuman Chalisa chanting continues on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Our next session will be on Tuesday coming, this Tuesday, and this will be at number 89 Ribeiro Trees in Rock Road, Penal. We will start at 6:30 p.m., finish promptly at 8:30 p.m. We encourage each and every one of you, please join us. Guruji would have told us the greatness of being there in person, especially at Hanuman Chalisa chanting. Anyone who has not been there as yet, you are really missing out a treat as to the energy and the vibration that is there. Saturday after, on the 11th, we would be at Perseverance Village in Central in Karapichaima. Then after that, the Tuesday after, we would be, after that is where? Right, on the 14th, there is no Chalisa chanting, and then we come up to Mahashivratri. We encourage each and every one of you. Shivratri will be observed here at our ashram from 6 p.m. on the 18th to 6 a.m. on the 19th. So bring your offerings, your dhar, your prasad, your flowers. We encourage everyone, please bring some flowers and bay leaves as well. For anyone who may not have brought, we can share. We are not selfish as Hindus, but we are selfless. So if you see a flower tree have extra, bring it too. If your bay tree have extra, now is a good time. Pick it and then you'll trim the tree. All right. Also, afterwards, we are upcoming to more Hanuman Chalisa chanting. So stay tuned to our Facebook page. For those of you who have not liked it already, we are reaching out to you all via the Facebook page and our YouTube channel. So all our sessions are uploaded. Please like and subscribe. So even those who are not in the country, they can benefit and join in with us. All right. For those on the Shivratri night who may need, if you have children and you want to bring their pillows, etc., the hall is big. You can bring it, and we encourage the children to grow up in these settings of the ashrama so that they can have that samskar within them. Of course, we continue cleaning work at the ashram. We encourage anyone who has some time and can spare. Not only is dedication to the ashram and coming, but also cleaning. We have a lot of work to be done. By the kutia needs to be cleaned and cut. So Guruji is here cleaning. We are all here. If you would like to come, please, we encourage everyone. We need the help as well. Our ashram would have not been maintained properly for the last 3 years around so. So we need that help. For anyone who can spare the time, if just be an hour, do call Guruji and we can arrange a time so that we can all come together. We have yoga classes at the ashram as well. So please, for those of you who are interested in yoga classes, there's also chair yoga. For those who cannot go down on the ground, we have chair yoga as well. Thursday satsangs continue online via our Facebook and YouTube channels. Please do join in and share with your loved ones. I believe these are all the announcements. Of course, we have Hanuman Chalisa, our yajna, comes up in April, and it will finish on the 8th. On the 8th of April, that's Saturday. Book it from now. Clear the date from now. All day Hanuman Chalisa chanting, puja, etc. So please come along. We would have many activities for you to become a part of. Also coming up by September, etc., we want to start our classes with Vedic chanting and stuff. So your children especially, we want to have our children strong, informed Sanatanis Hindus. Your grandchildren, we have it via the Google Meets media right now. So if you're interested, please reach out to us, send us a message on our Facebook page, call Guruji, any one of the above. We are making the provisions for each and every one. Long ago, this knowledge was kept for a certain few, but now the knowledge is being open to everyone who is interested and has the ability to retain such. All right, so these are all the announcements. And until we meet again on Tuesday, and of course every Sunday as well. So on Tuesday coming, if you can't be in person, join us on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. Be safe, wear your masks, sanitize, and until we meet again, Jai Sitaram, Namaskar.